Hi folks, you know that fractions is the most important thing in the mathematics, and especially in United Kingdom, students are facing problems in solving fractions. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you the simple way of doing fractions. Hi, my name is Hussain, and I'm going to explain fractions in a simple way. The first thing is called adding fractions. So I'm going to add two fractions with different denominator. For your kind information, if it is the same denominator like this, you simply add the top number and leave the bottom number as it is. Now there is a misconception here. You do not add the bottom number, remember. Number two, you add the top number and leave the bottom number as it is. Next, if the denominators are same, then what will you do? If the denominators are different. Now the denominators are different. What will you do? Then I will use the method draw a line times the bottom number and do X factor. Basically X factor is a musical program, but here X factor is used as a multiplication sign. So here I multiply these two number and this two number. So let's solve it. Draw a line. I'm going to draw a line times the bottom number. 4 times 5 is 20, and write down here and do the X factor. So I times these two number first. 4 times 3 is 12 and 5 times 1 is 5, and that's all. 12 plus 5 is 17 over 20. That is your answer. Simple. Draw a line times the bottom number and do the X factor. I will do one more question. Draw a line times the bottom number, do the X factor. That is X factor. So 2 5s are 10, 7 1s are 1, and 17 over 14. But here it is not a top heavy fraction. Here I can divide. 14 times 1 is 14, remainder 3 over 14. Alright? So it doesn't matter what number is that. Draw a line times the bottom number and do the X factor. Now that was adding fractions. What about multiplying fractions? So multiplying fractions, 3/4 times by 1 over 2. I times the top number and I times the bottom number. 3 over 8. Now remember, there is a misconception here. People thinks that means they multiply these two number and that two number. That's wrong. So 12 over 17 times by 2 over 3. 12 times 2 is 24. 17 times 3 is 51. And there's nothing wrong if you don't know 17 times 3. Take your time, times this. 3 times 7, 21. Carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, 5. It's all. As far as you can write this answer, you're okay. So you times the top and times the bottom. Your job is to remember, if it is adding fractions with different denominator, you do draw a line, times the bottom number and do the X factor. If it is multiplying fractions, times the top, times the bottom, or times the numerator and times the denominator. And I'm going to teach you the next method, which is called division of fractions. Dividing fractions. So dividing fractions is I will give you a fraction 3/5 and divided by 2/4. Alright. So how will you do it? Or let's change the number, this one. 2/7. So there's a method called keep, change and flip. You can also remember as a KFC, alright? KFC, McDonald's, you remember. So KCF or KFC, whatever you remember. Keep, change and flip. So keep that number as it is. Change this into times and that will be flip over 7/2. And you know this method, times the top times the bottom. You divide it to 1/10. Alright, next. One more. 1/2 divided by 5/7. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Times the top times the bottom. So what I have done today, I have done adding fractions with different denominator, multiplying two fractions and dividing two fractions. These questions are very common in the exam. You need to practice. If you are new here, then welcome. And if you like this video, give us a thumb up and must share this video to your friends. Ta-da!